Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. This week we don't have just one teacher to guide us into our morning meditations, but a whole host of beautiful wisdom for our morning meditations. Today specifically is Pema Chodron and Andy Puttycombe. Both of them have a message for our day today. Let's get into it. The title of today's message is, There is a deeper part of you that is as timeless as the sun. There is a deeper part of you that is as timeless as the sun. Linda, a very good morning. Hello. It's awesome seeing you. Welcome to Thursday. There is a powerful truth that meditation helps us rediscover. Within each of us lies a core essence as enduring as the sun itself. This timeless part of you is not swayed by fleeting emotions or the ever-changing circumstances of life. It is a constant source of peace and clarity waiting to be reconnected with. Sun Maria, very good morning. Charlene, good morning. Hello, beautiful people. A thought from Andy Puttycombe. He says, our mind is like a blue sky. Clouds come and go within this blue sky. We tend to get caught up in the clouds and forget about the sky. And that's Andy Puttycombe, and still Andy Puttycombe. He says this very similar thing. Remember the blue sky. It may at times be obscured by clouds, but it is always there. We know this to be true, of course. Whenever you look up into the sky and fix your gaze on a cloud, you can see how it keeps moving. There has never been a cloud that blocked the light from the sun forever. Things float in, and they also float on out. Anthony, good morning. Good to see you, dude. Hello. Pema Chodron says, you are the sky. Everything else is just weather. And the last thought from Andy Puttycombe is, there will be clear skies after every pouring rain. Try this as a practice sometime. Whenever next you notice gray skies, when you look up with not a speck of blue sky to be seen, take a moment, close your eyes, and imagine taking off from the runway in an airplane. How long would it take you to ascend through this bank of gray? Just minutes, perhaps? And when your plane pops out above it all, notice how the sun and the blue sky is exactly as impossibly bright as it always is. It's never gone, even though you might feel disconnected from it. It needs only time for the things that will naturally move to be on their way. This is the law of nature, the law of the universe. In your own moments of darkness, please remember that all weather is temporary, and that there is a deeper part of you that is as timeless as the sun. And while there are moments you might feel completely disconnected from your soul, it is never gone. Our meditation today is called I Am the Mountain. It's a very similar analogy, not exactly the same, but I know that you get it. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we will float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. As you continue your full body breathing, feeling every cell in your body rise with every inhale, and feeling every cell in your body fall with every exhale. Let's take a moment to run through that exercise that was in this morning's message. Imagine yourself walking out of your front door, looking up at really gray skies. It's been gray for a few days, and depending on where in the world you live, it might be this gray for a few days more. You're on your way to the airport. And as you're being driven to the airport, looking out the window, it is the same endless bank of gray above you. Even in the airport building, as you look out the windows, and in the tunnel on the way to boarding the plane, it's cleared out. It looks like an immovable gray bank above you. So you get onto the plane. It starts moving, it gains speed, it takes off. How long does it take for this airplane to ascend through this bank of gray? Just minutes? When your plane pops out above it all, notice how the sun and the blue sky is exactly as it always is. It's never gone. What felt like gray for days was really just a very thin separation to the brightness and the blue above. It needs only time for things that will naturally move to be on their way. This is a law of nature, a law of the universe, really. In your own moments of darkness, please remember that all weather is temporary. There really is a deeper part of you that is as timeless as the sun. And yes, we do experience moments where we feel completely disconnected from that light. And from where we're standing, it's impossible to see how this can end. But it's always just a thin layer. Your soul is always there. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. See if you can tilt your head to the left while you tilt your hips to the right, curving your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone. Switching sides, tilt your head to the right, your hips to the left. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. And if you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. Let's take a deep breath in. and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body. Feel how softness settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. Having softened our bodies into this state of presence, you can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, the reminder is today's meditation is I am the mountain. So as you take a deep breath, as you dive deep inside, find that image of your mountain. Take your next big breath. want to invite you to be as open and as playful with this experience as you possibly can be. Invite the child in you to come and play along. And really be open to your own curiosity. There is a reason for this. Visualization is something that helps us lower our brain waves. Think about it as the process of going to bed and falling to sleep. Your brain waves go from a higher state, a wakeful state, into a calm and restful state, into a falling asleep state, and into a dream state. When you dream, you're seeing imagery that's not necessarily accurate for the moment. And as we step into this meditation with our eyes closed, we're doing something similar. We're visualizing our mountain and all of the life on our mountain in a way that also helps our brain waves come down lower and lower. And as your brain waves slip lower, you're just gaining more access to your subconscious. Your subconscious pays even more attention. So have fun with the visualization. Let's get into the imagery of our mountain. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, do a fly around your mountain. See it from top to bottom. And ask the question, how much vegetation grows on this mountain? Is it fully vegetated? Or is it completely rocky? Or somewhere in between? Take your next big breath. I want you to pay particular attention to the plants on your mountain. I want you to find a little green sprout or sapling. It's only just started growing. And see how it is nourished by its environment. See where its roots go, where the minerals come from. Take your next big breath. Next, bring your attention to the animals on your mountain. Find a mother with her baby or babies. See how she is nourished by her environment, and in turn, how she is feeding her young. Take your next big breath. And then bring your attention to the birds of your mountain. Find a nest with 1 or 2 hatchlings. See how the parents are nourished by the environment, how they go in search of food and return to the nest, feeding their young. Take your next big breath. Then take your place again as this mountain. Feel the embodied sense of strength and permanence that is there. For the moment, this mountain is sitting in sunlight, holding in its arms all of this life that we just looked at. How would that mountain feel about sitting in sunlight, being the custodian of all of that life? Take your next big breath. And then if clouds were to roll in and obscure the sunlight, and instead of sitting in the sun, the mountain now sits in the shade. And from these clouds, if it starts to rain, and instead of basking in the sun, now the mountain is wet. Raindrops collect and turn into rivulets and streams running down the surface of your mountain. How does the mountain feel about the change in weather? Is there any part of a mountain that wants to resist this rain, that wants to feel like it should be different? How does the mountain feel about sitting in the rain? Take your next big breath. And if the sun goes down and the wind picks up, and what was just rain turns into a full-blown storm, the face of your mountain is being lashed by wind and water, and there is a howling loudness around every corner. Pitch black darkness, except for the occasional lightning strike, turning everything into daylight for just a moment. When your mountain looks around at this storm, how much resistance does the mountain have to this change in weather? Does the mountain feel like it should be different? Or does the mountain know that whatever comes will also go? Take your next big breath. And the next morning, where the sun comes up and the face of your mountain is caressed by the first rays of sunlight on a clear, crisp new morning, how does your mountain feel about the change in weather? Take your next big breath. We'll take one more big breath together to slip out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's quotes by Pema Chodron and Andy Puttycombe, which speaks beautifully about the same thing, just a slightly different analogy. Our mind is like a blue sky. Clouds come and go. We tend to get caught up in the clouds and forget that we are really the sky. Remember the blue sky. It may at times be obscured by clouds, but it is always there. You are the sky. Everything else is just weather. And then there will be clear skies after every pouring rain. We know this to be true, of course. Whenever you look up into the sky and fix your gaze on a cloud, you can see how it keeps moving. There has never been a cloud that blocked the light from the sun forever. Things float in and they also float out. There's an old piece of wisdom that I really love, and it reminds me of these analogies of the weather, the mountain, what is fleeting and what is more permanent. And this old piece of wisdom is this: let what comes, come. Let what goes, go. See what remains. It suggests that in letting whatever comes come, it suggests having less resistance to whatever it is that floats in. And doing the same with what floats out. Let what goes, go. Can you let it go without resistance to it leaving? Now pay attention to what remains. What is it that has permanence? When we place our attention on the things that are not transient, it really helps us focus, because the transient things are so many. And with our attention constantly caught by these many things that come and go, we have no focus. We have no productivity. But when we turn our attention to what has staying power, what has permanence, then we are firstly less distracted, and secondly able to spend our energy on what really matters. So whether it's I am the sky, or whether it's I am the mountain, the message is the same. Let whatever flows in, flow in without resisting it. Let whatever flows out, go without trying to hold on to it. Know that your own nature is as timeless as the sun. Your own true nature. And you'll find yourself connecting and resonating with other things and other humans who are also as timeless as the sun. We'll take the last few big breaths together, 5 breaths of gratitude. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this beautiful and ancient wisdom. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming less distracted by the impermanent things, the weather that flows in and flows out. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for developing a deep love for the things that have more permanence. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for noticing, learning how to notice really, that every human has a timeless soul, and learning how to resonate with that more than with their fleeting weather. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. The truth is, the less we react to the weather and the people around us, the more we are calling them to their permanence. When we react to every part of a person's weather, then we're entangling ourselves and them in those clouds. We forget that their true nature is the sky or the mountain, and they certainly forget along with us. When we react to people's weather less, we are calling them to their mountain. And of course, we can do the same for ourselves. Maggie, a very good morning. If you see today's email in a little bit, today's picture is by Maggie. Lots of love to you all. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.